as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 69 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Hey! Check 99. Check 99. Select back. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 45. Gun. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
45.
Throwing is Newton. To Michel on the screen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a first down carry, it's Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 9, Newton buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Room here to run. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Shit. 36.
Now Mostert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
21-0 our score after 1.
Into the first quarter with the score Niners 21, Patriots nothing.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mostert.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Down at the 40.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
3rd and 7.
Check. 8. Check hot route. Hot. Check 8. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England.
The 49ers have Richie James back deep.
Here's James returning.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Check 31. Check 31. Check.
Here's Mostert. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On play action, Haskins
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st down, Michelle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Great. Let's see what you got. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the edge.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get the ball. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Kill. 20. Kill. 20. Show it.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
33. Watch the screen. 20. Check like 33. You look like that.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
By D. Ford.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And incomplete on the deep ball. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by San Francisco.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Michel, they toss it out right to him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time. Tight end rush.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Once again, it's Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. This is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Haskins now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Haskins. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Justin Rohrwasser.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's James. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
16 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for
After the
San
roughing
Francisco.
penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Newton. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
For a Patriots. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Push him back. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that's caught left side by the tight end Keene. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down at 4, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Lm3lma24's. He's at the 40, past the 20. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here goes. Get him. 45. Watch the curls. Spot. 20. Spot. No.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Newton now to throw. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 5-4, Mike. Hey! Mike 5-4. All day. Check 99.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
33. Watch the back. Great.
One last throw here for Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Niners 49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they're...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.